Hey everyone, Ethan here and Shannon. We're covering team training endurance this week and the 4 moves. You have treadmills this time, so we do have quite a bit of incline on it. Make sure you look at the programming. We have 5, the first set of intervals for 6 minutes, 30 seconds hard. You're gonna do 30 seconds off then, okay? So it'll be 30 seconds sprinting, getting after it, and then drop those feet to the side, stand there for 30, cue them back in. And then the second round of intervals at the end is incline 10. So we are working those glutes, working those hip flexors, a lot of good things. We still want to add that speed though, if we can. Remember, if you do not have access to treads, find another piece of equipment. You can do the same thing, same concept on them. If you don't have that, then you're going to pick 2 exercises, one high intensity, one lower intensity, and transition in between those for 6 rounds, okay? So I'm comfortable with you guys choosing those. If you're having a tough time, talk to your MXM or myself, and we'd be happy to help. So we are covering station number 1. We have curtsy squats. Okay, so Ethan's doing station number 1. Remember, the whole first set, whole first 4 stations are at 30 seconds. Always 20 seconds of recovery. Good, so he's keeping his hips forward, stomach's tight. He's reaching towards, I always say the back corner of the room. There we go, looks awesome. Chest stays up though, really good, and we're holding weight. If we want to add variety as far as options for weight, so we can always go up or we can take that away as well. Station number 2, Bosu ball burpees. So remember, you can have 2-3 people at each station. That should be hitting max capacity in your club. So we're just going into a burpee here, stomach's nice and tight. Biggest fault that you're gonna see with this is the hip drop, okay? And then losing the strength in the core. I'm not seeing it in Ethan, but I want on your next one, Ethan, just to demo what I'm talking about. So that, okay, that is not what we want. We want to pull that belly button up and in, stay strong, and then hop back in and up. If that still is a problem, I'm going to tell Ethan to step it back, hold that plank tight, and then come back in. That's much more effective than bowing, and we're going to hurt the spine. We're losing all the strength in the core and lower back there. Okay, so station number 3, seated V-sit with a chest fly. So this time, we're actually gonna have the heels on the ground, okay? I don't want them lifting. I want to put more emphasis on the chest and the upper body than I do on the hip flexors, core, quads there, legs. So nice job, Ethan. As you can see, we're not gonna need a ton of weight for this one, but we're getting nice and wide. He's still keeping that fly angle. Looks good. Good job, Ethan. Nice. Okay, and then we have jump lunge with a torso twist. So you're gonna need something weighted, ideally a medicine ball, just because it's really convenient and easy for this move to work with. If not, have something that they can hang on to with 2 hands. And so we're just doing our traditional jump lunge and twisting over the front knee. Perfect. Stomach's nice and tight. Awesome job. His hips, knees, toes are staying forward. Now, if he just needed to step it back into a reverse lunge with the twist, we can always take it down there. We can always drop the weight as well if needed, okay? So just make sure that when you're doing these as well, a fault that we're going to see is that we're jumping, but we're not going into that lunge. So Ethan, do you just want to demo that if we just jumped into that position, but we don't really bend the knees?
Oh, so you're just like one.
Yeah, yep, so when people are tired, this is what you're gonna see. Okay, but I want Ethan to get that front knee at 90 degrees and then twist. Yes, good. I know it's gonna be tough, but that's where we're gonna get all the results from, okay? So make sure they're doing it correctly. And then after that, remember we go into set number 2, which is 40 seconds, set number 3, 50 seconds, and then 60. All the way around, hit the treadmills back up ideally, incline 10, 30 seconds sprint, 30 seconds rest on the sides, and then we go into the cool down. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.